Hello and welcome to XCOM Enemy Within Let's Play. My name is Krusty and I'll be your guide. Today we're going to start a new campaign in the Long War mod. Go ahead and start this on normal difficulty. No reason to get overly aggressive. Checking out the advanced options. Keep Operation Progeny and Operation Slingshot in effect. We'll go ahead and throw on Iron Man. Beginner VO. Keep that there. Second wave options. We'll just keep it basic for now. We'll start the game. Those who play with the devil's toys be brought by degrees to wield his sword. Stay silent for this intro so that those of you that aren't familiar can enjoy the full experience.
Hello, Commander. In light of the recent extraterrestrial incursion, this Council of Nations has convened to approve the activation of the XCOM project. You have been chosen to lead this initiative, to oversee our first and last line of defense. Your efforts will have considerable influence on this planet's future. We urge you to keep that in mind as you proceed. Good luck, Commander.
So basically the aliens are dropping these green little pods that release some airborne bacteria or virus that apparently creates a gravitational singularity, can pull people in, but only has an effective radius of like 5 yards. Not that helpful. Anyway, we'll go ahead and start identifying our main base location. For North America, we get the air and space bonus, which means that all aircraft and aircraft weapons cost 70% of the regular cost of purchase, build, and maintain. Europe provides expert knowledge. Laboratories and workshops and officer training school projects cost 60% of their normal cost to build and maintain. Asia provides future combat, which means that all projects in the foundry cost 40% less of their regular cost. South America allows you to power facilities will be 40% cheaper and to maintain. Africa is all in. Monthly XCOM funding increased by 30%. I think I'll stick with Europe for now. I think the potential of the laboratories and workshops. No. We'll go with Asia. The Foundry project can be extremely beneficial later on, and if we get strapped for cash, we can at least still afford to get equipment bonuses.
You'll be heading into Japan for the next mission. We've picked up a local broadcast indicating alien activity within a major metropolitan area. We should get down there and eliminate any hostiles.
We'll start in Yokohama, Japan, with an alien abduction.
Strike 1, this is Central. You are free to engage all hostile contacts in the AO. Don't take any chances.
Alright, so starting off, looks like we're at the outside of a parking lot. We're on the far east side. There's further parking lots on the left. We're also on the north side. So there's a building over here. More building over here. Here's our meld container. There's a lot of vehicle cover, so we'll probably try to negotiate around that.
Heading there now.
Start with my back end troops so that they can kind of get more vision. The front end troops can still provide cover fire if need be.
I'm on the move. Visual on the goods.
That's implying that he can now see the meld container over there.
On my
I'll go
way.
ahead and start getting closer to the meld. It's a low risk right now. Don't have any opponents in view. Go for the full cover behind the vehicle so I can peek past the corner. For him, I'll set him up here. There's no point in me setting up for enemies yet. No one's in vision and I already have my maximum range. Start setting up some flanking.
Moving.
Just a little bit more area to cover. I don't think anything can jump over this wall, but I'm not sure about that. I'm gonna
Moving out.
go ahead and assume that no one can. Right now my squad's a little bit spread out, so I'll try to bring them in a little bit tighter.
That's affirmative. Moving out.
And we'll see if we can track any movement. Nothing yet. I want to see if any of my units can grab the meld container in the first move besides Freeman, but unfortunately it doesn't appear to be the case.
I'm on the move.
So we'll go ahead, send it over here.
It's been
Grab
secured.
that. It's a little bit ambitious to jump in here right now. We have no flanking positions and it kind of leaves us exposed, so
I'm on
I'll
it,
run
Commander.
her into cover for now.
I'm rolling.
Generally, it's better to go for the full cover. Provides a significant advantage when being fired upon. Right now we're in an awkward situation because the map clearly goes a lot further that way, but it's more than likely that the enemies will be indoors right now.
Roger that.
So we're going to try to split our squad into two groups of three. This first group of three will enter through here and create a flanking group through that doorway. This group of three will set up right outside of this building.
Solid copy.
And then the turn after next, we'll go ahead and look to enter.
Already there. Roger that.
Steady weapon is a new skill that wasn't in the original Enemy Within. It increases your aim by 20 for the next turn. The bonus is lost after the unit moves, changes weapons or attacks. So if I use it now, and I have him, I believe if I overwatch it next turn, I don't lose it. So it's a better investment than just standing around.
I'm rolling.
Start to hear some. Clearly they're indoors.
I don't think we're alone out here.
We'll get the other squad set up at this doorway and start slowly moving in. Unfortunately, the meld is on that side. I don't know that this game has a turn limit, so we'll go ahead and assume
Heading
not.
there now.
And we'll keep our groups together for now.
Heading to that location.
It's kind of a blind doorway right now. I don't want to get too overextended.
Heading there now.
Get a little bit of vision if I can. But I'm not ready to barge in just yet.
We'll go.
We'll get set up at the door for the side of the building that I do want to enter. Unfortunately, none of these units are going to get a chance to steady their weapon just because they've used both moves. I will let her steady her weapon. There's a chance that she gets a flanking position. Everyone at the store will steady their weapons for now. We'll use the next turn to jump in. If the enemy starts running when they see me, it's probably better to go through this door for now. Everyone's ready to shoot. We'll see how this goes. No contact yet. We'll have to burn our movement.
Position confirmed.
It's pretty curious. Apparently these docking bays allow us to go through the building. We'll have to be a little bit careful to avoid getting flanked on that side.
Affirmative.
We still haven't spotted anyone, so it's okay to stand over here. Get some protection from the docking bay side.
Copy that.
And just slowly move forward. We don't want to trigger any spawning of the enemy yet. Drop some people in Overwatch. Open up this door. And get this team
Moving
in
out.
position over
Look
here.
sharp.
Alien
Enemies
life on
rolling up.
Earth. We're witnessing something never
Unfortunately, I
before
did
seen
trigger
in
some
recorded
spawning,
history.
but luckily they're on the other side of the building. So we'll have a chance to get properly set up. Maybe even pick this guy off. 84%
Dead
shot.
and gone.
Pretty reliable.
Their weapons appear to self-destruct when the
There's
operator
another milk
dies.
container there.
We should look
So there
closely
might be
for
3
any
on this
fragments
map.
that could be salvaged for our own development programs.
She's kind of in a risky place to stand right now, so I might want to try to get someone over to cover. I don't know if the enemy gets to use Overwatch. So, luckily she has 7 health. We'll take the
Heading to
risk.
that location.
And it looks like no one was here. They might have escaped through the doorway. We'll leave them in Overwatch for now. Try to protect this team. He's already overwatched. He's already overwatched. We'll move her. We'll keep her overwatched here to cover that doorway. And start moving some of these guys into a more aggressive position. He's the only one that hasn't moved.
On the move.
See a little bit of movement over there, not sure what that is. Hearing a lot of noises. So on skin, we're gonna move from back to front.
Aye, aye,
Take
Commander.
advantage of the full cover to make sure that we don't trigger anything over here that can catch us out of position. That doorway's still closed, so I think we'll be safe to at least move up to
Heading to
here.
that location.
Good. We'll go ahead and enter towards the doorway. I don't want to get too aggressive here. I can't see
Heading out.
behind that stack yet. So that we still have that open door. It's a little bit of a liability right now.
I'm on it, Commander.
The reason why you don't want to dash with your characters is because you want everyone to be able to fully use their second move. It is helpful to see where they can move to, but you want to make sure that they have the mobility to take further steps down the road. So at this point, she can open the door and get set up for the next turn.
On the
We're
move.
ready to storm the doors, as will she.
Affirmative. Moving out.
I don't think that these low-level enemies carry grenades yet. We'll
I'm on the
him
move.
up a little bit. Set them in Overwatch in case they do enter through the doorway. And we'll keep
On my
advancing
way.
towards this open doorway with the second squad.
Roger that.
Once again, we don't want to trigger any enemy spawns.
On the move.
While we can't react. Looks like they're kind of
What's making
rotating
that
towards the other
noise?
side of the map. Sounds like some doors are opening up. These two doors have already opened. Don't have good vision of what's on this side. Looks like that door might have recently opened, but go ahead and check this door first. Looks like no one's there, so we'll keep.
Shh. You hear that?
We don't want to go outside right now because there's not much cover, so we'll advance to the building first. Once again, deploying our from
Heading
back
to
to
that
front movement
location.
style. One turn at a time per person.
Heading there now.
I don't like to leave them so close because that leaves them vulnerable to the flanking position. Which
Enemy
is
troops.
what's going to be happening right now. Right now it's a 6-on-3, so I'm going to want to bring these guys up as soon as I can. But
Copy that.
Got it covered. I'm on.
definitely going to want to be careful with how aggressive I get in my positioning, since they'll be able to get the first shot off before I can.
Moving on target location.
This guy might not even make, okay,
Already there.
barely made it inside. This is pretty helpful. 22% hit. It's a risky move. I want
I'm on
to
the
try to sneak
move.
up a little bit closer. I think he's protected from the exterior right now, so we'll keep him in Overwatch. No, we'll study his weapon for now. And looks like the pistol got nerfed compared to the original Enemy Within. We'll go ahead and take the 20% shot. It's a 1 in 5. It's not a horrible percentage if we can try to pick one off. Unfortunately, missed.
That is
If you
not
played
good.
Enemy Within, you might notice that the amount of shots per reload is significantly decreased, so it adds a little bit more of a risk-reward as far as what you're willing to sacrifice. Looks like they're going to be going for some long shots
That all
too.
you got?
I will be moving her towards the back of the group. She only has 3 health and 1 armor. I don't want her in the front lines. It's a little bit problematic right now because they have got me trapped indoors and I have no easy way of getting to them. Doesn't look like there's a way to get onto the roof either. So I'll stay indoors for now still. Start trying to spread out a little bit. Since he shot at us, he's not in Overwatch, so we can kind of sneak up a little bit more on him. Try to get some better angles here.
On it.
2%, not good enough.
Aye, aye, Commander.
I'm kind of curious why I lost vision right here. Thought I would still be able to take the shot. Having that door right behind me, I don't know if I can open that. Not sure that I'm willing to risk it to find out.
Moving out.
Keep her in a shooting position since she's already low on ammo.
I'm on the move.
There's not much lost right there.
Location confirmed.
These guys need to get up to the fight faster.
On the move.
We don't need much Overwatch, we only have 1 enemy in the doorway. Take that 22% chance again. Unfortunately, still missing.
No way that just happened.
We'll go ahead and reload over here.
Locked and loaded.
Prep for the next turn.
That's affirmative.
Get him into position. And we'll keep trying. We'll get him eventually.
Target's still up.
Hopefully no one busts the glass and gets a flanking position on us. That may be my next move. If they end up taking too long at that doorway, start turning this into their defensive battle instead of my own. Go with a high health unit like this gentleman over here.
No! No!
Fortunately, he got panicked, so we're not going to be able to use him.
No, no, no! Please, no!
Or her. But now they are starting their offensive. This will be a low percentage shot from that far away. She's also in half cover, but fortunately he's in full cover, so I'm not sure that I'll be able to flank yet. 17% on both shots. Still 22s.
Got it.
Just to make sure that we can start making things happen, I'm going to get him into a flanking position. He may have...
Good to go.
Hopefully they won't go through that doorway.
Heading to that location.
Get a little bit closer. What's the flashbang do? I mean, those are really low percentages right now. The flashbang might be the right move just to get my man some cover. So we're not going to use a flashbang on her, we'll have her reload. Use a flashbang up here. We'll let her take another shot. Right now we're 0 for 2, 0 for 3.
Weapons empty. Can't engage. That is not good.
Not getting the right percentages that we're hoping for, but eventually one of these is going to hit. And if not, that's why we have someone flanking. Hopefully the panic wears off soon. Right now we're down 2. That Overwatch is going to be a little bit annoying. Thank goodness that missed. If he has a grenade, I'm probably going to just try to lob it over there. Unless we can reach from here. Unfortunately we can't. So let's go ahead, open this door, check out our percentage. 90%. I can't turn down that 90 right now. Not one. My God.
Adjusting aim.
That was horrible.
Aye, aye, Commander.
We'll trigger his Overwatch. I think we're far enough
Got a
away.
lot of heat on me.
Try to get the AP grenade and catch him on the outside. This might actually end up taking all of them just because of the angle. I'd like the weapon fragments if possible,
You
but
may want to instruct your men to exercise restraint when using explosives. While certainly effective at killing aliens, they also destroy the artifacts we're hoping to recover from the bodies.
so go ahead and
Just
flank
something
right
to
here,
consider.
just 'cause I need a high percentage shot right now. I don't think I can get a better one, but I only need to do 2 damage. Let's see what the pistol can do. I'm gonna switch to the pistol just to save on the ammo. I don't have to waste another turn reloading.
Aye,
Just
aye,
check if I can
Commander.
open this door from this side. Pick up that meld while I'm... Oh. So I guess the timers do exist, but they don't show up like they used to.
Will do.
Interesting. I'll only move her one just so I can get my reload in.
Ready to rock.
Suarez is no longer panicked,
Position
so I can
confirmed.
start moving him forward. I'm not exactly sure where the final enemies are. I suspect that they're just right around this corner. I can't use this doorway, so I'm gonna have to get into this choke point right here. So
Heading out.
start bringing them up. Make sure everyone's reloaded and ready to go. A little bit buggy, but we can see that they're just on the other side of this wall. It looks like there's at least 2, possibly 3. Hopefully they're not overwatched, but in case they are, I'm going to trigger them with someone that's high health. I don't want him to dash because I want to be able to make a move afterward. We'll have to dash. We'll at least get the half cover.
Designated coordinates.
A lot more than I was expecting. Flashbang would be really good right now if I can angle it correctly. It's a little bit risky to throw it from that position. Unfortunately, I don't know how many people I'm going to be able to get outside to actually make a move.
Heading out.
We got at least one guaranteed kill out of this. Might even just risk throwing the grenade. I don't want to lose anyone this early in the game yet. Hopefully this also knocked down one of the walls. Get a little bit of exposure here. So we tagged 2, we tagged 3, one of them survived so we can clean them up. That's about as good as it could have
I'm
gotten.
all over it.
We'll get a flanking position out of this guy too, switch over to pistol, we only need to do 1 damage. 92%.
Kill confirmed.
Looks like there are still some out there.
Moving to position.
We'll move him into a position that can get Overwatch in case they decide to flank.
Stepping
Push him
off.
into the corner.
Moving.
Step her there. Once again, I wouldn't do this at later levels when I think they have grenades, but I don't think they do yet. Try to get a little vision. So they are still along this wall. We'll see if they take cover first. I'm not sure 1A was able to tag him for some damage, but this is a tricky position for us because there is, like I said, no cover back here. I don't think anyone is
On
in
the move.
Overwatch, so I'll just run around. Still 3 more. 67% and 55% critical. Go for the one that looks like he's in full cover.
X-ray neutralized.
Money in the bank. Check out what his aim is first.
Copy that.
Not that great. But he has the health, which is a lot more than I can ask for right now. Ideally, he's going to become the tank,
That is not
suppressing them later on.
I'm on it, Commander.
I was pretty lucky, only 32%, but we really needed that because
Good work out there,
of the mind
Strike
control.
One.
If I
At
may,
least think it was
Commander,
mind control.
the labs are on
We
high
were able to
alert.
get the extra
Teams
kill.
are
played cautious. I don't even think we took any damage that round.
Commander,
So we got all 6 soldiers through the first line. Pretty happy with that result.
Welcome to XCOM HQ, Commander. I'm Central Officer Bradford. My role in this project is twofold: providing tactical support for our field operations, and keeping you briefed on the current situation. My efforts should allow you to focus on the bigger issues at hand. Speaking of which, we have a soldier waiting for a promotion in the barracks. I'll let you get to it.
Impressive work, Commander. Our soldiers have to be feeling good after a mission like that.
Wow, I was not aware that she
Commander to the
locked in
research
6 kills. Would have tried to spread it out a little bit better if I had been paying attention.
The assault class serves as our front line. They're the first ones into a fight, and the last ones out.
So for the assault class, you see that we still have the 2 main subcategories. Light 'em up, which allows you to fire on the first. If you fire on the first of your 2 turns, it does not end your turn. Or we get run and gun, which allows you to fire or overwatch after moving 2 turns. My experience, run and gun is much more important for the assault class just because of the maneuverability. It's invaluable right now. So we'll go ahead and keep that.
Our snipers specialize in dealing massive amounts of damage from afar, but without sufficient training, they're vulnerable in close combat situations.
So lightning reflexes makes the hit chance of reaction fire against her reduced by 90% for the first shot and 70% for additional shots. It's kind of an oxymoron because that means that reaction shots, if fired upon her, means that she's in the front lines. And as a sniper, there's no reason for her to be up there. Whereas squad sight allows me to fire at targets in any allied sight radius within
Commander
range,
to the
but
research
critical
labs.
chance suffers a
Commander
30%
to the
penalty.
research labs.
It's not a big deal. The units usually cannot be flanked. That's a little bit more important. However, it gives extended tile range, and snipers have infinite range. Oversight fire does not extend to squad sight ranges, but you rarely put your sniper in squad overwatch. Squad sight is the correct call. And just for you to be aware, there's a random subclass. I'm not going to waste that on my first sniper. For Arnie,
Just like it sounds, the support class provides that intangible edge our squads need. They make everyone around them better.
So the first subclass is a Grenadier. It allows 2 destructive grenades in a single inventory slot, and the soldier may throw grenades 20% further. The increased range is actually very helpful, but unfortunately when you kill enemies with an explosive you don't get any weapon parts. So this early in the game when research is critical, I don't want to be risking that. I'm going to go ahead and pick Field Medic, which allows for the soldiers to get 1 free use of a medic and allows additional medikit items to be used 2 times per battle instead of 1. Also gives restorative mist item to be used 3 times per battle instead of 1. So I think that applies once he becomes a mech troop. So that may be in the works.
Commander to the research labs. Commander to the research labs.
The heavy weapons specialist provides a crucial service to the squad. With the rocket launcher in tow, there are demolitions experts.
Suppression is a very situational skill.
Commander
I don't like
to the
using it
research
compared
labs.
to
Commander
firing a
to
rocket.
the research
It just,
labs.
the wave clear, the AoE is just so much more valuable. I really find.
The recovered artifacts are being unloaded and the research team is awaiting your orders. We'll get started as soon as you give the order, Commander.
To wrap up the video, we'll jump into research.
Hello, Commander. My name is Dr. Farlan. I oversee the research labs. This is where all of XCOM's research and development takes place. We have already begun analyzing the artifacts recovered from our first encounter with the aliens. Based on our preliminary findings, we believe we can use them to develop some new equipment for our soldiers. With your approval, we will begin research immediately.
So we'll go ahead and start a new research project. There's no reason to start waiting. We have xenobiology or alien weaponry. We'll stick with the sectoid corpses as a requirement. There will be a lot of them coming through.
Commander, I realize our troops have to put their own survival.
Commander.
Just so much he has to say.
I was wondering when you'd be stopping by. Welcome to engineering. Anything they can dream up in the research labs, we can build it here. Speaking of which, Dr. Valen has just sent us some new schematics. With your approval, we will begin fabrication.
Let's go ahead and check out the
We've
facilities.
still got some room to grow up here. But if we really want to expand our facilities, we're going to have to start excavating beneath the base. Unfortunately, the deeper we go, the more it's going to cost.
Commander to mission control. Commander to mission control.
So we see we got really opportunistic. There's 2 steam vents right here that'll allow us to build our power section right around this area. So we'll go ahead and plan around that. We already got a free satellite uplink. I'm going to go ahead and drop another one here. Get ahead of that 21 days.
Work crews are on their way to begin construction. I'll send word when the facility is operational.
So we'll drop in a generator. It's not the most effective way to use our money right now. We'll go ahead and excavate one there. I don't have the power to build a lift yet, so... What else do we got?
Commander to mission control. Commander to mission control.
Looks like that's all we have for now.
Every member of the council is going to want satellite coverage, so we should plan our deployments carefully.
Maximum capacity. Additional uplink required.
So, just looking it around, you want to pick up money as quickly as you can at the first part of the game, while keeping the unrest low. So the top would be the United States and Germany, China, and after that you're going to want to try to maximize the number of engineers to make things cheaper. So it looks like we'll stick around the Asia side. There's a lot of money to be had for only 3 more satellites, and we'll be able to lock down that bonus.
I'm receiving you. We'll monitor that contact, but I don't think it's related to the UFO activity. Several members of the council have expressed an interest in acquiring some of the artifacts we've recovered. However, we should be careful in choosing what items we release. The research team may not have discovered their true value yet.
The gray market is helpful, but this early in the game there's no point worrying about that. We have 4 Ravens already. We'll spread them out later, since we only have 1 satellite.
Satellite uplink facilities at maximum capacity.
We'll do it after
Additional
the next mission.
uplink required.
Go ahead and view the soldiers. So we started with 40 already. Here's our previously assigned ones. One neat thing is that there's a little bit more customization for the soldiers. You have your health, movement, willpower,
Commander to mission control.
aim, and the
Commander
impact
to
of their
mission
equipment.
control.
I haven't yet determined what this value is. Anyway, for the next mission, based on how long that last one took, we're going to try to handpick our higher accuracy folks and mix them in. Locking down snipers early in the game is pretty helpful overall. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I'm Krusty, and I'll catch you guys next time.